Hair thinning can be at the roots of your hair. It can also be at the ends of your hair. I'm going to tell you why your hair is thinning out and also what you can do to avoid hair thinning. So some people have experienced thinning at the ends of their hair over time, and I'm one of those people. I've experienced that because of my hair journey. What actually caused my hair to thin out at the ends? Some of the damage done to our hair are sometimes caused by bad hair care habits. So you might not even know that these habits are causing damage to your hair or causing your hair to thin out until the damage has been done, and this can cause your hair not to grow, or you may have a stunted hair growth. So it is very important for you to know some of the things which you might be doing that is causing your hair to thin out so that you can stop as soon as possible. And now let's look at some of the things that you might be doing that is causing your hair to thin out. Number one, frequent use of heat styling tools. This is not to say that you're not free to use your heat tools or do whatever you want to do with your hair, but it's very important that whatever it is you're doing, don't overdo it, and also make sure to always use a heat protectant before you even think of using any heat on your hair, because that at least will help protect your hair strands from the heating effect of those tools. Number two, regular washing of hair has been one of the reasons why many people experience dry hair. So if you think your hair is always dry, you want to check maybe you're washing your hair too often. There is really no need for you to wash your hair like too often, like every other day. You can go at least once a week or once in 2 weeks is also fine. So you don't need to always, go in there pouring water on your hair, because what you're doing is you're stripping your hair of all those moisture you're putting, those things that helps keep your hair nourished, keeps your hair hydrated, and moisturized. You're stripping your hair of all those benefits. So at the end of the day, you discover that your hair is always dry. So I don't know if there are still people who wash their hair every day. Maybe they are fine with that. Some people do well with that. Well, fine and good. I wash my hair once every week, and sometimes, of course, once in 2 weeks. So I'm not permanently on a weekly wash. Sometimes I just feel my hair, see how it is, how my scalp is behaving. If my scalp needs to be cleansed, I cleanse it. If it doesn't need, I just leave my hair like that. I don't even bother. Number three will be not detangling properly before shampoo. Now, I always advise to detangle your hair before shampooing your hair. The reason we are doing this is because if you don't do that and you just hop on the shower and start shampooing your hair, they are going to, entangle themselves with other strands of your hair, and that is going to form matting and knots. So it's very important to make sure you detangle and remove those shedding before you go ahead to shampoo your hair. So detangle your hair properly before you hop on the shower to shampoo your hair. Number four is going to be using the wrong styling products. So I know most of us love our moisturizers and leave-ins. I use leave-ins as well. Make sure that whatever you're using on your hair, that they are all natural products, at least for the most part, that you're not putting something that is damaging your hair instead of helping you to grow your hair. Make sure that whatever you're using is completely safe, is free from harsh chemicals that can damage your hair in the long run. Watch whatever it is that you put on your hair. That is why it's very important to study your hair. If you study your hair well enough, when your hair is reacting to something, you will know. So very important to make sure you're using completely safe products. Number five is going to be using the wrong shampoo. Now, it's almost the same with using the wrong products, but in this case, shampoos that contain sulfates are very drying. They can help cleanse your hair like real good, but they can be very dry. If at all you must use a sulfate shampoo, make sure you pre-poo your hair so that at least it's going to reduce the effect of the sulfates on your hair. You're trying to avoid dry hair, because dry hair is recipe for breakage. I always say this. If you've been watching me for a while, you know I always say this. So dry hair is recipe for breakage. So anything at all that is making your hair feel dry, stay completely away from it. Number 6 is going to be hair coloring. So I know a lot of people like to use dyes, coloring, to color their hair. I'm just going to say it's one of the causes of dryness. If you can do away with it, do away with it. I don't plan on coloring my hair. So overuse of color and bleach, they will dry out your hair over time and they will cause your ends to break off. So number 7 is going to be undernourished hair. Your hair is growing out from your scalp, so it's definitely what you take in that is going to produce something out. So if you're not nourishing your internal organs, definitely your hair is going to suffer for it. So make sure that you're eating healthy. Like, you want to buy good products for your hair, right? That is for the outer part. Of course, they play a role, but the major thing is what you take internally that is going to, tell you what it's going to bring out. So if you want nice hair, luscious hair, moisturized hair, try feeding your body internally and you'll see a great result outwardly. Number 8 is going to be not deep conditioning your hair properly. Now, I always talk about deep conditioning. I make shorts on deep conditioning. I make reels on deep conditioning because I know the benefits of deep conditioning and I know what deep conditioning has done for my hair. So you want to make sure that you're deep conditioning properly and especially focusing on the ends of your hair, from the midsection to the ends of your hair. They are the parts of our hair that need the most TLC, like you have to give them the most care. So deep conditioning is a must if you must have a healthy hair in general, and then focusing it on the ends of your hair is going to help improve the strength of your hair, the elasticity of your hair, and that is going to help your hair still moisturize for a long period of time, and it's going to boost your hair growth in general. So make sure that you're not skipping deep conditioning. Make sure you're using heat also to allow that deep condition to enter, to penetrate into your hair strands, because sometimes most people complain the deep condition is not working and stuff like that.
Hello, you need heat to really make it penetrate.
Especially if your hair is low porosity like mine. Like, you can't just slam products on your hair and just expect it to work like that. You need something to help those products infuse better into your hair strands. That is the only way your hair gets the nutrients and benefits from those products. So these are some of the few things that you might be doing wrong that is causing your hair to thin out. And the good news is that some of these problems are treatable. There are things that you can rectify, except you're dealing with a case of alopecia or the case of balding or something that has to do with a medical condition, which of course you have to see a specialist to be able to identify the reason why your hair is thinning out. But for those of us with ends that are thinning out, you want to watch your routine, especially if you're dealing with split ends. Split ends is one of the major causes of thinning ends, because as your hair is splitting, it's dividing and breaking off at some point. So your hair begins to thin out at the end. So if you're dealing with split ends, guys, you want to cut that section off, because it continues splitting till it gets to the roots of your hair and finally breaks off. So if you don't just want your entire hair to go bald, just make sure that you clip those ends off. That is why we always encourage trimming of your hair. It's not as if trimming of hair is fun or is a must, but sometimes you just want to make sure that you're getting off those dead ends, those ends that are not looking so neat, they are looking rough and raggedy. You want to clip them off so that they don't continue to graduate up to the roots of your hair, and before you know it, you don't have hair on your head again. So it's very, very important. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you learned one or two things from today's video. Please give this video a huge thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, hit that subscribe button, guys. Support your girl, support my channel, please. It's not really easy coming here to make content twice a week. It's really, really not easy. So please, guys, help me share this channel, spread it out, invite people to subscribe and like this video and watch my videos as well. Engage me in the comment section. Let's grow this channel together. And thank you for all those of you that have subscribed or are sharing my content one way or the other, liking the video, engaging with me in the comments, dropping nice comments for me. Thank you so much. I'm very grateful. I see you all and I appreciate you so much. So thank you guys for watching. That's the end for today's video. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.